I was almost able to come back on a good note. Oh, man. I gotta turn the heat. Remember, we're just freezing in here. Oh, where to start? Where do we start? Brendan Smith single-handedly lost us that game. Single-handedly. That's all it took. Brendan Smith. Can't keep the puck in the zone. Goes the other way. Can't get it out of the zone. Holden just does a nice little fucking giveaway, which is a status quo for him lately. And then fucking Dennis Malgin decides, hey, I'm going to get my first of the year because the Rangers can't fucking clear the puck. Okay, well, you know what? It was an exciting game. The comeback was cool. Would have at least liked to see a point come out of it. But, you know, just another little shot here at everybody that said I was crazy when I said we're paying Brendan Smith too much and should have signed him for less term. Like, people called me an idiot. People said, Nick, you're a fucking moron. You're retarded. Stop talking. This, that, and the other thing. Well, to all those people that said that, he has literally cost us multiple games this season. He has cost us multiple wins. And you know what? I feel bad for the guy because I'm a compassionate person. I feel bad for people. But not for nothing. This is all his fucking fault. You can't blame anybody else but him tonight. Sure, Henrik Lundqvist probably shouldn't have let in the first 3 shots of the game pretty much. But in the end, it came down to Brendan Smith not being able to keep a pretty slow-moving puck in the offensive zone and then not being able to get it out of the defensive zone. He gets hurt and he blocks a shot. Stings. Blocking shots sting, but he just fucking laid there. Anyways, enough of that because the entire game summary is Brendan Smith blowing it at the end. That's the game. Brendan Smith blowing it at the end. That's the game. That's it. Said and done. That's it. All Brendan Smith's fault. And I feel bad for him, but you know what? It's your fault, bud. Your fault. It's a fucking lazy play, him not rushing to the boards to keep that puck in the offensive zone. If what was a pretty good pass from Pavel Buchnevich, sent it to the point and banked it off the boards perfectly, but his dumb ass wouldn't skate over there to keep it in. Feel bad for him, but that is entirely his fault. That is a lazy play. When the Rangers tied up the game, they got way too complacent. They were letting the Panthers walk around the offensive zone. We got the puck out a few times, but you know, we tied up the game. It almost felt like all that momentum we had that brought us to tying the game went out the window. We didn't look like we were playing for the win or playing for the tie. We looked like we were playing for overtime, and that is why we lost this game. I mean, when you're in the fast lane, you come back from a 3-goal deficit, which would be the fast lane. You don't take your foot off the gas and move over to the fucking right lane. You stay in the fast lane because you're wide open. The Panthers are on their heels. They just gave up a 3-goal lead. They're pretty shot. You just scored 3 straight goals, and you're playing defensive as if you're winning the game. This is why we lost to Ottawa in the playoffs last year. Who do I blame for that? Alain Vigneault. He let them get complacent. He should have said, oh, who gives a shit? Keep fucking going. It's win or lose at this point. You got Andre Pavlik, a minor league starter at best, in your fucking net. You're trying to score. So, I don't know. You know, we got that far without Zibanejad and McDonough in the lineup. We could have won, but oh my god, the near damn $4.5 million man can't keep a puck in his zone. I can barely skate. I could have probably kept that puck in his zone. Going down to statistics of it, we had 37 shots on net as opposed to their 27. We let in fucking so basically, out of the 27 shots they took, 5 of them went in. You want to do the math for the save percentage on that one? I won't even do it because I don't want to get any more disgusted than I am. Took a good amount of penalties. We took 2 penalties, but we had multiple minutes. Because we're fucking stupid. We had 11 giveaways. McDonough's not in the lineup, so let's see who had a lot of giveaways today. Giveaways. Hayes had a good game. Yeah, and Carrado had a good game. Nieves had a good game. who had multiple giveaways. Nick Holden had 4 fucking giveaways. Nick Holden, 4 giveaways. 4. Wow. And one of them was the game-losing giveaway because he should have gotten the secondary assist on the Malgin goal. Him and fucking Brendan Smith should have gotten the assist on that one. Yeah, Lundqvist gave up 3 goals on 6 shots. Oh my god. And there's nothing Pablo could have done on either one of the goals he gave up, so I'm not even gonna rip into him that much. But still. Here, I'll put this into perspective for you. The Rangers scored 4 goals. We gave up 5, fine, but we scored 4 goals. Brendan Smith and Nick Holden were both a -2. In a game which we scored 4 goals, and they were the top pair. They were the top pair tonight. Buchnevich had a good night. Buchnevich, Desharnais, and Kreider all had 3 points, so that's exciting. Sure. We'll go with that. And another thing, Mr. Vigneault. I know Desharnais had the game-tying assist, but that was even strength, so we're going to talk about the power play for a second. Kevin Hayes, Rick Nash, Vesey, Buchnevich, Shattenkirk, Grabner, Miller, all these guys are your best players so far tonight. Can you and you don't want to know why? And you know what? Contrary to many people's beliefs nowadays, because everyone's for the smaller, more skilled players in the NHL, those are big skilled players. And when you're big like that, you can protect the puck pretty well. Why were they not out there with the first power play unit? I don't want to hear, oh, Desharnais ended up having 3 assists, or Matt Zuccarello is a great playmaker. They weren't your best players tonight, even though Desharnais had his 3 assists. I'm giving him credit for that. But in that moment, we could have tied the game a little bit earlier and perhaps carried momentum off the power play if you would have had, let's say, Kreider on the left, Hayes at center, hands down, and either Vesey or Nash on the right, or Kreider, whoever the hell you want to put on the right, with Buchnevich and Shattenkirk at the point. Those are your best players. They are all above 6 feet tall. They can protect the puck well, which is the only reason why we came back in this game, basically, because we did a great job of protecting the puck in the corner to behind the net. Why are they not? Why are the 2 smallest players in the NHL out there when the only reason you're in a game is because you're playing the size game and you're doing a damn good job of it? Does that make any sense? I mean, you look at the power play time for tonight. It was pretty even throughout. Shaddy got 3 minutes. That's the most. Shea had 1:27. I wouldn't even mind seeing Shea out there a little bit on the power play, a little bit more on the power play tonight. But Desharnais and Zuccarello both had over 2 minutes. Vesey had under 2 minutes. Nash had under 2 minutes. Hayes had under 2 minutes, and so did Miller. Miller played 1.5 minutes on the power play. That's ridiculous. Oh my god, there's so much I could get into on this game, but it really isn't worth it because at this point I'm just pointing out the obvious. At this point I'm just reading statistics and telling you this is the deal. This is why we fucking lost tonight and should have won. You know, and now we fall back in the standings again. In an already competitive Metropolitan Division, just to pull up a stat here for you, the Rangers are 13-10-2, I believe our record is now. Yeah. We're a point out of a playoff spot. We have a game at hand on Pittsburgh. That's the wild card. We are 4 points out and are negative games at hand of getting into a divisional spot. The Hurricanes have 2 games at hand on us, and if they win those 2 games, they're ahead of us. Boston has 3 games at hand, and yes, they'll be ahead of us if they win those 3 games. So something's got to give, man. Let me just put this out here. This free agency period next year, Ilya Kovalchuk is going to be a free agent. He would be perfect on this team. Perfect. A guy like Kovalchuk or Max Pacioretty would be so stellar on this team, it's not even funny. The Rangers now have changed from straight speed to size, speed, and skill. And that is the key to winning. The LA Kings did it to us. Speed, size, skill. Trust me. That's how we're going to win. McDonough should be back next game. So should Zibanejad. The New York Rangers game plan going forward, because it worked tonight, and we played against a pretty big defensive core with Florida's defense. We have big forwards, we have big players, we have big bodies. We have got to continue to use our bodies. That should be the New York Rangers game plan through and through. Play the puck in the corners. You got skilled guys like Buchnevich, fine. Maybe they don't have to play the puck in the corner that often, but the rest of this team, it worked tonight. We got to use our bodies. That's it. That's my review. Comment down below what your thoughts on the game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I think we play on Friday. Not sure. Peace.